concept of the zombie apocalypse has been marketed in the industry for years. From children's zombie content to gruesome and vile adult zombie movies. In the past few weeks, the media has been flooded with the show called The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a series based on a zombie apocalypse video game. Between 2010 and 2020, it intricately shows how climate change introduces a zombie-infecting fungus that affects the real-life world and completely destroys the planet over decades. What if I told you that climate change has way more consequences than we think? What if I told you that The Last of Us could come to reality? I'll be explaining how exactly said zombie apocalypse is possible, the severity and levels of the apocalypse, and why or how we should stop it. I intend to spread my knowledge and concern about my planet and people. Now, contrary to common belief, the most threatening thing to the human being is not war, viruses, or parasites. In all of these situations, human beings will always resort to their single ability to endure. The only thing that can hinder this ability is the fungus, specifically the cordyceps fungus. The cordyceps fungus is mainly found in ants. It quite literally takes over the ant and grows on its brain, killing it and using its body to spread the fungus even more. The crazy thing about said fungus is that it doesn't operate like how one would expect. It turns the host into a zombie. Cordyceps has a very unique way of infecting the host. The fungal spores attach themselves into the insect's skeleton and begin to grow. As the fungus grows, they start to eat away at the insects inside, eventually taking complete control of the host and the host's nervous system. The cordyceps fungus is able to control its host's behavior in amazing ways. To put it more specifically than earlier, when cordyceps infects an ant, it causes the infected ant to leave the safety of its colony and family. It starts to wander aimlessly. The fungus then causes the ant to climb to the highest point in the terrain. Before the ant is about to die, the cordyceps intentionally makes the ant spray the fungus along the rest of its family, intentionally trying to spread itself. Now, why would I come here to tell you about a crazy ant pandemic? Simply because it can do far more than zombify ants. This fungus can quite literally put our nation and race in the chokehold by slowly but surely taking over every single one of us in any way we can. Now, although it may seem very far-fetched and quite crazy and unlikely as you may think, the one question you're probably asking is why hasn't this already happened? You see, the thing stopping such a godforsaken apocalypse to occur is the temperature of the earth. As said before, the fungus is found in ants and is only able to survive in certain low temperatures, resulting in its main victim being an animal so minuscule and small as an ant. The only way for a fungus to be able to withstand the temperature of us human beings is if the earth itself was to get hotter. If the earth were to get hot enough for the fungus to be able to withstand human temperatures, the apocalypse would start, leading me to how we should and how we could combat this issue. We've all been bored by the consequences of global warming, but this is something that I know no one in this room has considered. Helping the decrease of global emissions does way more than meets the eye, and maybe, just maybe, we will never have to experience a real-life zombie apocalypse. The way to combat an issue is a story told as old as time. Everyone in this room has this story has most likely been preached to everyone in this room more than 100 times. Simple things such as driving less and flying less can help in minuscule amounts to the cause of stopping such a crazy thing as described today. Although other consequences of climate change are preached and camping as more important than what I bring to you today. It clearly proves a point that I've been needing to hear myself my whole life. And that point is that the answer to our problems as a race is way more simple than we think, and that all apocalypse or pandemic-related issues stem from another issue: how we treat the earth and its creations. My intention is not to bring children's zombie game dreams to real life, or to scare the audience. My intention is to simply show the issues that we know today and that we should stop. My intention is to show that maybe, just maybe, the problem isn't that God is against us, or that the earth is against us. It is that if we know about an issue, we should try to stop it.